brought to you by Explosive Ape. I'm Dave Palumbo. Sitting in for the crew again is, backed by popular demand, our good friend Fouad Abiad. Welcome back.
What's going on, Dave? It's good to be back.
Yeah, people loved your appearance last week. They said that they loved the anger coming from you.
Yeah.
They loved the rage.
I was actually pretty fired up. I'm not as fired up today, but I'm going to try and dig some rage up from the bottom of.
I'm going to enrage you because today's topic is people who want to be top level athletes in our sport, but who have no game plan. And you know these people. These are the people who go into the gym who think they have to do heavyweight, lightweight, high reps, low reps, strip sets. They have to do every single exercise possible for a specific body part. They're in the gym for 2.5 hours. And then they wonder why they don't never make any results. They never get any gains. They can't lose body fat. They're just in a chronic state of overtraining, and they're just completely chaotic in the gym. I see people like this all the time, and I run away from them because I can feel the energy of chaos coming from them. And you know that without a game plan, you don't get results, Fouad.
Yeah, of course. No, you know what? I think a lot of what you're talking about is true. I think a lot of it is a symptom of the Instagram generation. So the problem is right now, if you go on Instagram, let's say you follow your favorite pro or whoever it is, everybody's doing something different. You follow Akeem Williams, he's squatting 18 plates aside. If you follow me, I might be doing bands on the leg press. If you follow whoever, you know what it is. So you get all this information. And if you're new, if you're a beginner, you don't really know what to follow. So you just do everything. You're like, oh, okay, I got to go heavy today. I'm going to use bands tomorrow. I'm going to do, this extra extreme stretching the next day. And I think guys get confused and they're doing everything possible thinking that's what we're doing, but they don't realize that the Instagram post is just one piece of probably a normal workout.
Sure.
But they don't know how to put it all together. So they're just taking all these things and doing them all at once and hoping that's going to work. It's kind of like just throwing as much shit as you can at the dartboard and hoping something sticks.
Right. And without a game plan, we know failure is inevitable. And when I first started for the first year, probably I trained, I was doing that. I was doing every possible exercise and getting no results whatsoever. And as I got smarter and smarter and made more and more gains, I started realizing that the less I did at the gym, with the more intensity that I put into it, the better my results were. As a matter of fact, it would get to a point where I would go in and I would incline bench press. And I would work up to 405 on the incline bench press for 4 to 6 reps. And when I finished whatever it was, 3 or 4 sets that I did on that incline, because I had to build up to that weight, I wanted to go home. And at some point I said, I'm going to go home. And you know what? I realized that it was that maximum effort on that 405 that I put out, that's all I needed to stimulate that muscle and to make it grow. And while that would be the Dorian Yates, Mike Mensa minimalistic workout, and I think that works to a certain degree. You have to listen to your body at some point. Haney said it best: don't stimulate, don't annihilate. And I think that too many people go in there, like you said, because they watch Instagram and they get excited and they want to do this and that and everything, and incorporate every training technique from every person that they possibly can because they've written it all down on a pad. Hey, this is all the things that people do. If I do it all, I'll get great results.
Yeah, I think the problem too is you might get the one guy who's like figures out a system, but then he gets his buddy to come over and go, well, you shouldn't do that. And then he starts to having some self-doubt,
right? And
he'll start doing 3 other things that he's seen. Mm-hmm. So some guys will get a plan, but they fall off that plan so quickly that they never get to figure out if that plan's actually going to work.
Right.
So it's like, somebody asked me on an Instagram live, like just last week, they said, can you give me a back workout, or what should I do for my back, or what should I do for this? And I said to him, at this day and age, nobody should be asking for any information. The problem is there's so much information, guys are getting confused, but all you really have to do is follow one pro that you like. And most of us put up so much information that if you just jot down, okay, today he put rows up, tomorrow he put pull downs, the next day he put pullovers. If you jot down the things we're posting, you can get like an entire program, an entire diet, and all the information you need, but they're doing it from like 10 different people. So when you're writing down 10 different pros information, you're getting way too much information and you don't know what to do with it.
Also, I think you have to realize what type of body do you have. Don't follow what Ronnie Coleman does if you don't have Ronnie Coleman's genetics. You know, if Dave Palumbo does lower volume and gets good results because he has a super fast metabolism and that's what works for him, and that resonates with you because you have a similar body type to mine and similar metabolism, then great, follow what I'm telling you. If not, if you're a guy who has a very slow metabolism and you follow a guy who does a lot of reps and gets good results from it, you might want to try that. But like you said, you got to stick to one game plan and try it for a certain amount of time. And if that works, stick with it. If it doesn't, then you got to then try something else. It's trial and error too.
But I think that's the problem with it's the way our information is given to us. Back in the day, you used to buy a book, you know, whether it was the Arnold Encyclopedia or whatever it was, and you would digest all the information at once. This is the workout, this is the diet, this is whatever. Now you're getting, you know, what do you get on Instagram? 1 minute clips?
Yeah.
And you'll get 4 or 5 lines and a caption. So you're not getting what this person's doing. Okay, today Fouad wrote that he did 30 reps on the leg press. Okay, does that mean I do 30 reps on everything?
Right.
Like there's no other feedback. So they're getting some information, but they're not getting all the information. So they're trying to piece together all this like massive piece of the puzzle from all these different people, and they're not getting really the gist of it. And because there's so much free information, nobody wants to pay for like a full program. Right. Well, I don't want to go pay for this thing because I have all this free information online and blah blah. But then they don't get what the whole thing should be. So I don't know. I feel like there's too much information and too many guys are doing too many things at once, and they're not just sticking to one thing that works for long enough to see the results through.
I would love to take a video camera into the gym and film some of these nutcases that are in there. I know you see them. I know you're being kind. I see it all the time. Maybe because I don't go to the hardcore gyms anymore that I used to go to, but I go like, you know, around the clock, which is a 24-hour gym by my house. I see cuckoo birds. I mean, if you saw these people, if I could film them and not get in trouble, you know, for you know, filming inside the gym, people would laugh their asses off. I'd love to talk through. I mean, these people are nuts. And you know what? I get anxiety watching them. I have to turn away and I have to put like headphones on and not pay attention to it because I want to go, because I'm like the teacher. I want to go over there and instruct them, but I realize that it's not constructive use of my time anymore. So I have to get in and out of the gym. I'm not there to save the world, you know, but it is pretty funny to see some of these people that are just crazy. So guys, if you're out there and doing stupid, crazy stuff with no fucking game plan, hire someone to help you because you're wasting your time.
Yeah, I agree. No, it's there's a lot of different stuff in the gym. I mean, some people, I also see this in the gym that really bothers me. It's the guy will come in there, he has all the equipment. He's got the knee sleeves, the belts, the lifting shoes, the hardcore t-shirt, the Beats by Dre headphones. And he'll get on the hack squat with one plate, and he'll put the bands on the hack squat too. He's just got everything. But it's like the guy's not even sweating. I'm like, come on, man. Like you can't play the part. You know, there's one thing about bodybuilding I love. You cannot fucking fake it.
No.
If you're full of shit, you're gonna find out really quickly in the gym who the people that are full of shit and who the people are really working. So there is a lot of different stuff in the gym I see like that. And those are the same people that I see. I know I keep harping on Instagram, but those are the same people. They go on Instagram. Oh, so-and-so uses this type of knee sleeve. And so, you know, sometimes I post something. I have a elbow sleeve that I wear when I train. Yeah. It's literally from the dollar store. Okay. It's from the fucking dollar store. It costs like $1.50. And every time I post a picture or video or anything, there's at least 2 people that are like, what type of sleeve is that? They're not paying attention to the exercise I posted or anything I'm talking. They're just, what type of elbow sleeve? Like, that's the fucking secret.
Dorian Yates wore one, so it must be, right?
Yeah, I mean, so I think people are just focusing on the wrong things, and it's hard to get across in a 1-minute video on Instagram that it's just work. It's just fucking work. Like, these people, they want to do all these different things, like you're saying, all the different exercises, they want to wear all the different gear, but nobody wants to go in there with a plan because plans are boring, Dave.
Yeah. No, you're right.
What's your plan, Dave? Your plan, Dave, is go and do leg extensions, leg press, squat, and hack squat, and then leave. Yeah. Well, that's fucking boring. Yeah. Where's the bands? Where's the one-legged cross my leg behind my other leg and do this split squat bullshit? Where are all these secret things, Dave? You can't just can't just go in and squat 4 plates. It's not going to fucking do anything.
Well, it's like the kid I see these guys on YouTube, they're going on there. They weigh $180 if they're lucky. And they're talking about their cycles, and I'm cycling this, and I'm taking that, and I'm loading up my syringes, and I'm taking my shots 4 times a day now, micro dosing this and that, and I'm eating 14 grams of branched chains with a scoop of glutamine and creatine and arginine and agmatine, and I'm putting that in a blender with it. And I'm like, why are you making this so complicated? Just freaking go train and eat. I don't understand why. And the guy looks terrible. It's always the guys that look terrible, but they think they're like scientists. Oh, I'm the new guru on the block. Well, you look terrible, so obviously you don't know how to build muscle. Why is anyone going to follow you? Because you're talking about your cycles and guys are obsessed with drugs? Those are the same guys that are running around the gym, and they're going to go on their YouTube when they get home, or maybe right from the gym, and they're going to say, oh, I'm doing my drop sets with my triple releases and super giant sets, and like you said, I got my bands on here. They know all the technical words and all the vocabulary and all the latest colloquialisms, but they don't fucking know how to train. They only know all the rhetoric. And those guys will never ever look like bodybuilders, and those are the guys you do not want to listen to.
Those are the guys that also don't want to work. You know, one of the questions I get the most is, how do I stay motivated? That's what that guy is doing. That guy is keeping the guy who doesn't really want to work motivated, because he keeps giving him new bullshit to follow, new complicated stuff. Oh, okay, if I try this tomorrow, and that guy gets motivated. He tries this new thing. It doesn't fucking work. The other guy comes out with another new stupid thing. The guy who's not motivated tries that new thing. It doesn't work.
Yeah. I get news for you.
You would make zero money if you came up with a program that was like, hey, look, this is going to take a long time. It's going to take a lot of fucking work, and there's nothing special about it.
Yeah.
You would make no money.
You want to get motivated? Go watch Ronnie Coleman squat 800 pounds one time, one set, and then you can go to the gym. If you can't get motivated after that, you're not a real bodybuilder.
Yeah, but that's the point, is the average guy can't lift like Ronnie Coleman, so he has to do the special things to get motivated. No, but that's true, because if you go in the gym and you can only squat 1 plate, that's not motivating, because you're like, why aren't I strong like these other guys? So when you put the bands on and you put all this stupid stuff on, now you feel like you're doing something. Well, I'm different. My body's different.
Yeah.
My body's different. I react to different stimulus. That's the thing I hear all the time.
Yeah. My mindset was always like, I want to be able to get up to that. So I know I have to start with 1 plate, because 1 plate leads to 2, which leads to 3, which leads to 4, obviously, et cetera. I never thought, forget it. You know what? I don't want to get to 8. I'll just tie ribbons and bows onto the bar to make it look a little bit like more special.
This is a different generation, though. Dave.
I know. That's why I'm raging. That's why we're raging here today, Fouad.
How long is it going to take you to go from 1 plate to 5 plate squat? It's going to take you 3 years?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, nobody wants to wait fucking 3 years. Instead, I'll just put some bands on and put some knee sleeves, and I'll put some really high fucking socks, and I'll tell everybody I'm powerlifting now, and I need to wait 3 minutes in between sets before doing this 1 plate. It's the generation, man. It's what it is. Nobody just wants to go in and get gritty anymore. Like, listen, I'll tell you what. I'm 40 years old. My training partner's 46. We're still the hardest working motherfuckers in the gym. That's embarrassing. I feel bad. These guys, when I was their age, and I know I sound old saying that, but some of these guys should be crushing it. Like they should. I shouldn't be able to keep up with them.
Right. Well, guys, here's the take-home message: take inventory of what you're doing in the gym. If you were to watch a video of yourself in the gym and you'd be embarrassed by it, guess what? Change the way you act in the gym. If you want to be a big bodybuilder, if you want to put muscle on, train like one. Watch Dorian Yates, watch Ronnie Coleman. That will be the inspiration and all the inspiration that you need. I'm Dave Palumbo with Fouad Abiad for another edition of Iron Rage. We'll see you next week.
Later, guys.